Welcome to Brain Injury Speaks, the podcast. Brought to you by Brain Injury Speaks and the Ontario Brain Injury Association. The Support Circle. Voices from peer mentors and partners.
My name is Allison. I work at OBIA as a support service and network advocate, assisting with our Brain Injury Speaks network projects and newsletters. This podcast is aimed to exploring stories, struggles, and triumphs of individuals living with acquired brain injuries, as well as providing insights and ideas from experts, advocates, and professionals working to make a difference. Whether you're living with a brain injury or supporting someone who is, this is your podcast to find support, information, and hope. So let's dive in.
Trigger warning and disclaimers. Stories shared discuss personal experiences related to brain injury, which may be triggering for some viewers. Any views and opinions shared by guests may not reflect the views and opinions of OBIA. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of Brain Injury Speaks, the podcast. Today, we have a very special episode as we have a few wonderful guests joining us to talk about peer support. Joining us today is Carla, the Provincial Peer Support Coordinator at OBIA. We're also joined by Martin, a mentor in the peer support program who brings years of experience to the role. Terry is also here as a peer mentor to share her perspective as a newer member in the role. And finally, during the second half of the episode, we'll be hearing from both Kimberly and Renee to share their perspective and experiences as partners in the peer support program. We're really excited to have you all here today to share your insights on peer support with our listeners. Thank you so much for being here and taking the time to join us.
So jumping right in, Carla, as the Provincial Peer Support Coordinator, can you share a bit about yourself and what peer support is and the program you facilitate?
Sure. Thank you for having us be part of this podcast today. I'm always happy to share information and resources when it comes to the peer support program. I have personally been with OBIA for 25 years. And I believe for the last, I'm going to say 15 years, I've been part of the peer support program, doing the day-to-day administration and functioning and training of the program. But what's really exciting is this year we celebrate 20 years of having the peer support program in the province of Ontario. So that's really significant for a peer support program. And over the years, we've managed to continue to operate this program and pivot when it came to COVID. So 20 years is really something exciting to celebrate this year. But I'll give you a little bit of an overview of how the program works, and then we can get to our exciting guests to kind of give their experience as well. In the peer support program, we have individuals who have experienced brain injury or concussion or are a direct caregiver to somebody with a brain injury or concussion. And this is a free program for anybody who is 18 years or older and is a current resident of the province of Ontario, simply just because it's the Ministry of Health for Ontario that provides the funding for the peer support program. We have 2 specific roles in the peer support program. The first is the role of a partner. And we give this term to individuals who are calling their local brain injury association or OBIA, and they're really just looking for some support, somebody to talk to who has experienced a similar thing, similar brain injury or concussion, or is caring for a loved one and really just needs some support, somebody to talk to, somebody to ask questions of. And somebody really just to kind of normalize, what they're going through following a brain injury. Really somebody to help them understand that they are not alone. And that's really the function of the role of a partner. We also have mentors in this program. And mentors are the individuals who are able to provide some of that support, some of those answers to questions, some resources. And our mentors go through a comprehensive screening and training program before they are matched up to a partner in this program. They also do complete a criminal records check, and then the matching happens. And we match individuals based on their role. So we match a mentor and a partner. We typically match people who have experienced brain injury and concussion to other individuals who experienced a brain injury or concussion. And the same with our caregivers. We tend to match caregiver to caregiver. But with our caregivers, we look at their role. We look at who they're caregiving for when we match them up to a mentor or a partner in the program. Matches are for a maximum of 1 year. And really, those matches are based on, similar kinds of injuries, similar symptoms that the individual may be experiencing. And honestly, we do look at hobbies and interests because we find that people who have very similar hobbies and interests have, something to talk about that really kind of helps them bond. Sometimes, not talking about brain injury is the nice part of, having a mentor or a partner. It's not always based on brain injury. You can really talk about, whatever questions, whatever issues, whatever things that are happening in your life, sometimes that don't have anything to do with brain injury. So that's kind of the really quick and dirty about how this program works. The one really amazing thing I find about this program is that a lot of our partners who have received that help and support from a mentor then go on and become a mentor themselves in the peer support program. So it's kind of like a full circle program where one role can lead into another. So that's a little bit of how the peer support program works.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for giving us a better understanding of peer support. And 20 years is amazing and just shows, how helpful this program truly is. Next, I'd like to ask Martin some questions. As mentioned earlier, Martin has been a peer mentor for several years and has a lot of experience and insight into this role. So Martin, can you share your experience with the program so far?
I was at a peer support group, and my peer support coordinator was talking about the program, and I thought, you know what, I could probably do this myself. So I went through the process, did the references and the interview and the training, and started doing the program myself. And it's like, this is what I needed. This gives me purpose in life. I can't have my business anymore, but I can contribute to society by volunteering. So I found my purpose in life from this program and changed my life. And that's why I'm in the program. And I have been for more than 12 years.
So what would you say to someone who is interested in becoming a mentor or joining as a partner, but may have some fears or concerns around taking that leap into the program?
For being a mentor, I would say that is a fantastic way to give back, to gain some new skills, and to help someone else grow and learn and support. So why not try?
Absolutely. And you did mention that it's a great way to give back. So what would you say in your 12 years of experience has been the most fulfilling part of being a mentor and being a part of the peer support program?
I have gained so much about myself. Personally, one of my partners gave me the idea of looking for a new pet. And that's how I have my bonded pair of dogs. I have had a couple of friends, like I think longtime friends because of the program, that we were partners for a year. That partnership finished. And now we talk every week still. And also very personal, I won it's called the Brain Injury Association of London. Peer Mentor Lifetime Volunteer Award 2 years ago. And that was really just so amazing for me to actually be acknowledged for this thing that means so much to me, that really changed my life, this program. So I would have to say that this program is my purpose in life, to give back and to find out where I am still in the world, because I can't work anymore. My business is gone, but I can volunteer. I can contribute to society and help people. And I would have to say, I can't even count how many partnerships I've had, maybe 50. I do
Wow.
3 partnerships at a time each week, and maybe 50, maybe more. Been doing it for 12 years.
Wow, that's wonderful. And it sounds like, yeah, just as your experience, it's been as meaningful to a mentor as it can be for a partner as well. And thank you so much. That's so much dedication and time. And it's so great to hear that this is a program you found so much about yourself in, and that you continue to enjoy it.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that and your knowledge. It was a great perspective to hear, absolutely, from someone who's been part of the program for so long. But moving forward from kind of the other perspective, we'll hear from Terry. Again, has mentioned, I believe, is still in her first match as a peer mentor. So thank you so much for joining us, Terry, today.
Thank you.
Jumping right in. So what inspired or motivated you to become a mentor?
Well, there's quite a lot that actually motivated me, but prior to my stroke in 2021, I worked as a crucial member of a health team by supporting patients and clients in their medical journeys. And being a part of that team, I was able to guide patients towards a healthier lifestyle. Then, right prior to my stroke, I was actually teaching at a community college. And since my stroke, that part of my daily life was really missing. So when I was approached to be a mentor, I thought about it and I thought, why not? I would be able to give back and I would be able to help someone or guide someone to achieve their goals. So I would say that being a mentor for a partner has actually helped me achieve one of the goals that I had set out for myself after my hemorrhagic stroke. So basically, what I'm saying is that I was able to fulfill or fill a void that I had been suffering for the couple of years since my stroke. And it's been quite a positive experience so far.
Wow, that's wonderful. So would you say that this has, supported or impacted you personally, in addition to also supporting the partners that you've paired with?
Absolutely, because being a mentor has given me a purpose and the satisfaction that I'm helping a like-minded individual to achieve their own personal goals. If I can help to make a difference for someone else from my own experiences, it is a positive experience for me, and it also helps them as well.
Absolutely. That is wonderful. So it's great, again, kind of hearing from both perspectives that, it's not just, truly impactful for individuals joining as partners, but also for mentors. So that's wonderful to hear that it's, such a impactful program for both roles.
So
Call OBIA's helpline today. We're here to support survivors, caregivers, and professionals, listen and provide emotional support for anyone impacted by concussion or brain injury, make appropriate community referrals, and provide information about brain injuries. Call 1-800-263-5404. Next, I'd love to bring in 2 of our partners who've joined us today. We have Kimberly and Renee, so thank you so much for both of you being here. So we've just heard from the mentor perspective, which is incredibly insightful. Now I'm really excited to shift the conversation and explore the program from the partner side.
to start us off, I'd love for each of you to share a bit about yourself and what your experience has been like so far as a partner in the program. Kimberly, if we could begin with you. Can you tell us a little about your journey so far?
As a partner, it's been really incredible. Um, Having a brain injury, especially having it this long, it gets really lonely. And I've been through so much, and being able to share little tricks and tips and encouragement is a game changer. Sometimes you feel with a brain injury that people just don't understand, or you kind of have to exclude yourself from certain conversations. And this allows you to be yourself, and you can laugh at your silly things, and it's been wonderful.
That's wonderful. That's great to hear. And how long were you in the program as a partner?
I've been working as a partner just under a year now.
And did you have many things in common with your mentor when that partnership was made?
Oh my God, we're like old lost high school friends. It's hilarious. It's like I've known them forever, and we laugh so much. We laugh, we cry, we connect, we love a lot of the same things, and it's just, I don't know, it's just brought so much joy to both of us. We encourage each other, and we laugh with each other, not at each other. Well, sometimes at each other, but it's wonderful. It's truly been a gift, a game changer for me, for sure.
That's amazing. And would you say, based on it, sounded like it's a great matchup between the both of you. Are you looking forward to kind of the weekly calls as part of your routine?
Oh my God, yes. I am so grateful for those calls. Sometimes we lose track of time. Other times we've had to cut it a little short with our symptoms, but yeah, we lose track of time quite often, and we're very excited to catch up. And yeah, it's fun. It brings joy back into my life, and I know it does for theirs as well. It's just, it blows my mind, really, the benefits that I've experienced from this program. I didn't realize how much I needed it, nor did they. They didn't expect to get anything out of this program, like having someone to talk to. It's just hope. And, you're not alone, and support, and I don't know, it's kind of beautiful.
That's amazing. So great to hear. And would you have any advice for someone who may be interested in joining as a partner, but maybe feeling a little hesitant to take that step?
I was hesitant. I was very hesitant. I wasn't exactly sure. My confidence wasn't very high. And to be perfectly honest, this brought back my confidence. It's well worth it. It's, as I said, it's been a game changer as far as how I look at myself, how I look at other people, how I connect with other people. Sometimes we struggle with conversation. It's definitely helped with my ability to find my words better, and just the confidence. It really helps with all of it. The communicating, remembering. It's fantastic because it's like you're playing a member game every week too. The recall, and it's fun. It makes it fun.
Again, so great to hear. Thank you so much for sharing, Kim. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem at all. I could talk about this for hours. So I say it's well worth doing it, and it just, the peace it gives you too, and something to look forward to.
Absolutely. Thank you. And next, Renee, Can you share a bit about yourself and your experience as a partner in the peer support program so far?
I'm pretty new to this, so um, I have to say it's been a wonderful experience. Um, I was quite scared only because I wasn't sure how it worked, I guess, but it turned out to be an excellent experience. The connection is fabulous. There's so much support and the experience that is shared between the two of us is for brain injury is great. It's been very helpful for me. We can communicate very clearly, very well to one another, and it really makes me feel that I'm not alone. I felt very alone in the very beginning, and now I feel very excited knowing that there's somebody who understands brain injury, that I can speak with, and and just I don't know what else to say is that I'm just so confident too also. But I'm just so very, very grateful for the kindness that is shown. I always look forward to hearing from the person. We do laugh also. I mean, it's just I don't know what else to say. It's just fantastic program.
No, that's wonderful. That is wonderful to hear that it's, also been such a great experience for you, um, as well. Could you also share maybe a bit about if you had things in common with your mentor and what that partnership was like?
Yeah, there's definitely stuff that we have in common. Um, we are definitely connected in a culture. It's been nice that I can relate that culture with the mentor. And it helps really with the healing that can take place during the symptoms and the injury of the brain injury. So we've been able to share that together, that connection, so we can add healing on the journey. And again, that I'm very grateful for too.
Wonderful. And would you have any advice for someone who also may be feeling wanting to join, but maybe a little hesitant in taking that leap to join the peer support program as a partner?
Um, open your heart. Open your heart. It's 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 a beautiful program, and it will help you heal. It will help you understand what brain injury is all about. It can help you with advice, support. It's a wonderful, wonderful program, and not to be afraid because you're never alone. Never.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Renee, for sharing. Well, that's so wonderful and amazing. Thank you again, Kimberly and Renee, for coming and joining us here today and sharing your experiences as partners in the peer support program. I truly appreciate you coming in and being vulnerable and sharing today. Wonderful.
Join the Brain Injury Speaks Network today. Join the network and receive the Voice newsletter, take part in impactful surveys, share your story in our For the Voice collective, share your thoughts, stories, and struggles, and have your voice heard. For more information, email braininjuryspeaks@obia.on.ca or call 905-641-8877 at extension 107.
And I do have another question for Carla. As many of our listeners may, hear how wonderful the experience is for everyone, and interested in getting involved in the peer support program. So how are individuals able to go about doing that, Carla?
Well, they can contact one of the 16 brain injury associations across the province of Ontario that offer the peer support program. Each of those 16 associations has a dedicated peer support coordinator who is responsible for recruiting mentors and partners, but they're also the kind of primary person for our mentors and partners in creating those matches. They can also contact OBIA, and we're happy to facilitate that connection to the local Brain Injury Association as well, to help them get started being part of the peer support program. So that's how people can get involved, and we're happy to to chat and discuss and answer any questions that people may have about the peer support program. And it's, I've learned a lot being part of this program for the last 15 years. And it's really, really interesting to see, that we have provided over the last 5 years specifically, over 25,000 hours of care, meaning, it's the time that mentors and partners are talking. And our mentors have made over 19,000 phone calls in the last 5 years. So,
Wow.
It puts this program into a little bit of a perspective. And our mentors and partners get so much out of the peer support program. A lot of the mentors talk about, they feel important, they're doing important work, and even their quality of life has increased by just being a mentor in the peer support program. And a lot of our partners really, indicate that they've had a really great change in an increase in coping skills and communication skills. And, overall talk about a real satisfaction with participating in the peer support program. So I think those are important things that people need to know and to understand, that when we match individuals up in the program, a lot of our matches do go that full entire year. And many of our mentors and partners stay in touch afterwards. It may not be to the same degree as the once a week phone call between mentors and partners. They may stay in touch over, Facebook or Snapchat or whatever kind of social media, even emailing back and forth. But friendships do come out of people participating in the peer support program because they've kind of, found a kindred spirit, found somebody that they can talk to about, what their lives are like, being a caregiver or post, acquired brain injury or concussion.
Thank you so much, Carla, for adding that. And thank you to all of our amazing guests we had on today, Martin, Terry, Kimberly, and Renee. But that is all the time that we have today. So thank you to all of our listeners for tuning in to Brain Injury Speaks the podcast, brought to you by the Ontario Brain Injury Association. We hope that today's episode helped shed a light on a life with brain injury and inspire you to keep the conversation going. Take care and keep speaking up. Thank you for listening to Brain Injury Speaks the podcast. If you would like more information about the Ontario Brain Injury Association, visit our website at www.obia.ca.